Very much, Mr. Chairman. I'll speak first on Welch 45, an amendment that would clarify that the Energy Star program would not be affected by this legislation. You know, one of the things we have real disagreements about climate change, global warming, and the effect of last year's bill, and that's obviously the subject of this legislation. But my goal here is to find some of the things that we agree on, and energy efficiency does seem to be one, that whether you're a Republican district, a Democratic district, whatever source of fuel you use, whether it's coal or nuclear or oil, less is more. And I found that there's a lot of support in the Republican caucus as well as the Democratic caucus to try to leverage efficiency. And when we do it, it obviously has the benefit of saving our businesses and our homeowners money. It helps create jobs because generally there is some investment in getting the benefit of efficiency. It creates a manufacturing product base. And energy efficiency in the Energy Star program, I believe, has been quite successful in achieving savings and helping us develop products that produce jobs and then provide the users of those products with a more energy efficiency program. So this is a clarifying amendment that would basically establish quite clearly that this legislation would not affect the energy efficiency program. And the added benefit here is that, yes, we've got fierce debates about what's the right thing to do on a number of public policy questions. But if we have some areas of agreement, why not take advantage of that and show that we can work together on it? So that's my amendment, Madam Chair, and appreciate the opportunity. We're here on another amendment that I'm a co-sponsor with Mr. McGovern, but I'd yield to Mr. McGovern to address that.
Yeah, thank you, and I'm proud that you're here to support this amendment with me, and as well as with Mr. Blumenauer as well. Basically, our amendment would end
this bill could have on Energy Star issues such that you feel it necessary to offer the clarifying amendment?
Well, it's really about clarification. There is the risk that a overzealous interpretation may suggest to some that the Energy Star program would be subject to this legislation. My hope is that it's not, but this is in an excess of caution to make sure that something that's been quite successful continues. You know, the Energy Star has been amazing. It's 45 million metric tons of greenhouse gas emissions. It's the equivalent of taking 30 million cars off the road. Save consumers $17 billion on utility bills. I mean, those are good things. So whether we do or don't need this, there's always people in this building that argue any proposition. And I just want it to be legislatively clarified that Energy Star would not be adversely affected by this legislation.
And educate me as a new member, because I know you'll know more about this than I do. Energy Star has been around for a long time and been valuable to me for a long time. Did anything change in the Energy Star program between the time before the promulgation of the discussion of the promulgation of these regs and today? Is it are greenhouse gases now a part of Energy Star in a way that they would not have been 10 years ago, or is it the same program?
No, I don't think so. I think that's the point where I think there's common ground. Bottom line, if you have a more energy efficient appliance, you save money. And we don't have to engage the debate about whether it does or doesn't contribute to global warming or whether global warming does or doesn't exist. I mean, there's a lot of debate on that, but Energy Star is bottom line about saving customers money, business and individual, and it's about giving consumers some guidance so that, you know, if I go buy a washing machine, I don't have a clue which one's more efficient. And I do appreciate those labels that give me information I find quite relevant.
As do I. And I